Hello everyone, my name is Q Banjai. I'm here with Mr. Camilo Montealegre. We're here to do a post-game analysis. We are going to analyze is Real Madrid versus Atletico Madrid. Camilo, what do you think of the game?
Good afternoon. I'm Camilo Montealegre, as Q just said. I think the game was a very good game overall. It's one of those games that was going to be very difficult to predict. I don't think the most optimistic Real Madrid fan would have predicted a 3-0 victory. So it was a very good game tactically, and Madrid played well technically, obviously. Overall, it was a good game. It was an entertaining game. Madrid was able to accomplish something that's very difficult to do against Simeone's Atletico Madrid, which is to look good playing against them. That's something very difficult to do. In most cases, the Real Madrid players were comfortable on the ball, which is difficult to do against Atletico Madrid's pressure. So I think that was an advantage they were able to generate, being comfortable on the ball, playing well, and creating lots of chances, which is
and
also
scoring early as well. The early goal.
Yeah, scoring early, and it's difficult to create scoring opportunities against Atletico Madrid, and Real Madrid was able to generate opportunities and finish the opportunities, which surprised me because it's difficult to do against Atletico Madrid.
Yeah. Atletico Madrid. What do you think of Cristiano Ronaldo? Three goals, hat-trick, amazing game.
He's shutting up all his critics. He's a great soccer player. He's a great finisher. He's just a great overall player. He's strong in the air. He's strong with his right foot. He's strong with his left foot. He's just a very complete killer, an attacker. The best finisher I've seen, without a doubt. Yeah.
Absolutely. He did great. How about Zinedine Zidane? Do you think he redeemed himself in comparison to the game between Real and Bayern Munich?
I think Madrid don't do themselves any favors when they play 4-3-3. So having Bale hurt, I think obviously that helped Zidane play an additional midfielder. So they had 4 midfielders, and I think that with the talent that Madrid has in the midfield, and they play their midfielders, I think that just gives them a little bit more power, and they're able to control the games, dictate the pace of the games, versus when they play 4-3-3, they're vulnerable in the back. So when they play 4-4-2, I feel much more confident that they're the stronger team, because they are, in most cases, they do have the most talent on the field, so why not use it to your advantage? And when they play 4-4-2, obviously they have that advantage.
Absolutely, I definitely agree. 4-4-2 seems like is the tactics that
it's if I was a coach, I would use the 4-4-2 or I would not use a 4-3-3 tactic, because you leave yourself vulnerable in the back. And Madrid, they are very vulnerable when they play 4-3-3. So I would play 4-4-2, not just Real Madrid, any other team. I would play with 4 midfielders.
Yeah, more compact.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
What do you think of the subs? Asensio, Vasquez, Nacho?
I think that Asensio played great against Bayern Munich. Today, I wouldn't say he played bad. He played well, but he seemed a little bit hesitant today. He had a couple counterattacks where he seemed a little bit passive. Compared to Bayern Munich, he attacked much more stronger then. But overall, he played well. Who was the other sub? I forget. Vasquez. Oh, well, Vasquez did that final play that generated the last goal. So he showed up, and he obviously produced for Real Madrid. He did a good job.
Absolutely. And Nacho, I personally like the way Nacho played. Carvajal went out injured, but I think Nacho ended up doing a decent job.
Yeah, Nacho is very underrated. He's a great player. He can play any of the 4 positions in the back, which is not easy to do, especially in a team as big as Real Madrid. That's difficult. There's a lot of pressure, and he did a great job. He did a very good job. It's tough to come off the bench, not expecting to play, because I'm sure he wasn't expecting to play. So that's very difficult, and for him to perform the way he did, hats off to him. He did a great job.
Absolutely. Do you want to describe the goal, Ronaldo's goal? One of them, like the one that he actually got the ball from Felipe, Luis, and then scored?
That's the second goal?
Yeah, that's the second goal. It was a pass from Benzema.
That was like a quick counterattack, and He got a pass from Benzema, which kind of was deflected
Yeah,
by
Felipe.
Luis Felipe, which made it more difficult because the ball was airborne, and he had the patience to wait for it, and just his shot,
Was amazing.
was an amazing shot. Yes, absolutely.
Absolutely. All right, now we'll do a last segment, player ratings. We'll start with the goalkeeper, Keylor Navas,
Keylor
from
Navas,
0 to 10.
I would give him an 8.
An 8?
Yeah, he did a great save in the first half.
Yeah, when it was 1-0. So that could have actually changed.
He did a very good save there.
All right, Varane.
Varane, I would give him an 8 too. He was very secure, he was fast, he anticipated well, he had a very good game.
Sergio Ramos.
Sergio Ramos, I would give him an 8 as well. Overall, he was pretty strong. He didn't make a lot of mistakes. He was good.
Marcelo.
Marcelo, he's out of this world. He's a 10. He's a 10. On a bad game, on a bad day, he's a 9. He's just the talent that he has it's incredible. It's incredible.
Very good. Kroos.
Yeah. Toni Kroos, I was impressed by him today. He was strong in the midfield. He played quickly. He touched the ball quickly. He generated passes quickly. So I give him an 8 as well.
Modric.
Modric, a 9. He helped out a lot defensively, and everything went through him offensively.
Controlled the pace.
He dictated the pace, controlled the pace for Madrid, gave them pause when the team needed a pause, gave them quick passes when they needed to come out from the back line quickly. He's an outstanding player, a 9.
Casemiro.
Casemiro, I'd give him a 7. He didn't have a lot of work compared to other games. That's because they had 4 midfielders. When they play 4-3-3, you see him work much harder because he has to. Today, you didn't see him work as hard as in the past because it was 4-4-2.
How about Isco? He ended up getting the yellow.
Isco started off strong. Overall, he had a very good game. He was very intense, which was a good thing. You got to play intense against Atletico. He got that yellow card, and he didn't let down. He continued to have that intensity, which could have created some trouble for him, but he was substituted. But overall, he had a great game.
What's the score?
3-0.
For Isco.
Oh, the score. I give him 8. I give him an 8.
Okay, and Benzema.
Benzema, I would give him a 7. He moved well. He looked for the open passes. He made good runs. He helped the team when he could, but he had some chances to score some goals, and he wasn't able to finish. The opportunities that he had, in some cases he hit the ball pretty poorly, but 7. I'll give him a 7. Yeah.
Right.
He was the weakest player on the team on the Madrid side. Yeah.
And Cristiano Ronaldo, CR7.
Yeah, well,
Hat trick.
what can you say?
11?
10. Yeah,
We give him 11.
You score 3 goals, you get a 10.
You get a 10. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Obviously, Carvajal was injured, but still,
Carvajal, while he was on the pitch, he was one of the strongest players from Madrid. He was having a great game. It's unfortunate that he got injured. Hopefully he recovers quickly because the team needs him.
Absolutely. Absolutely great. And what's the rate for?
While he was on the pitch, I'd give him an 8 as well. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
all
overall
right.
the team played well, so they all had pretty good performances. Everyone showed up.
Absolutely. It was a great game. Any predictions for the second leg?
I think that Atletico is going to have a very tough time psychologically to rebound from this game because they have been eliminated the past 3 times by Real Madrid, 2 times in the final, and then once in the quarterfinals a couple years ago with that Chicharito goal. So losing 3-0, it's going to be tough to overcome it psychologically. And the history that they have in the past, it's going to be much more tougher. So it's going to be difficult. It's going to be virtually impossible. But this is football, and anything could happen in 90 minutes. So we have to wait and see.
Absolutely. So there you have it. That was the post-game analysis of Real Madrid versus Atletico Madrid. Real Madrid won 3-0. Cristiano Ronaldo, CR7, scored a hat trick. Mr. Camilo Monterrey, thank you very much.
Thank you.
And concludes it with cracked.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.